Used vehicle prices have finally dropped. Are we finally on the way to seeing more affordable cars and trucks for sale? Hey, everybody. You're watching Bull, Boom, Bear Bust. My name is JJ. It is Wednesday, March 23rd, 2022. Now, don't get too excited. This is just a small, very small drop. This is less than 1% from the previous month. And we were talking about February numbers. So from January to February, prices are down 0.9%. But nonetheless, it is a drop. So it is giving some people hope, people that are priced out of the used car market, or in many cases, not priced out because they can get a loan, but they're just afraid to go out and get a huge loan for these cars, worrying that prices may come down at some point in the near future. But on the other hand, you have people buying in FOMO, fear that prices are only going to continue to go higher forever. So people are going out and paying much more for a vehicle than they would have done in just a few years ago. So let's take a look at some of the numbers and some of the predictions that are coming out on what's going to happen to car prices. Now, John Mitchell's out there. He's the sales director at Indica. He says, quote, although prices have fallen slightly in 2022, we believe this is only a blip as demand remains strong and stock is becoming increasingly scarce. Dealer part exchanges restricted and leasing companies continue to extend replacement cycles in the absence of new car supply improving. Recent predictions we have seen from Europe say it may be until 2023 before we see new car production back to its pre-semiconductor shortage levels. If that is true, used car prices are likely to remain at their current levels for another year. And he's not the only one predicting that. We talked a few weeks ago about how other people in the car industry say it's going to be a long, long time before the inventory or lack of inventory situation begins to get back to normal. Here's just one example of how high prices have went. The Hyundai Sonata is up nearly $10,000 from last year. $10,000 in 1 year. And that puts that vehicle in the #1 spot for year-over-year price increases. Also coming in are the Chevy Spark, the Nissan Leaf, the Mercedes-Benz G-Class, Kia Forte, Kia Rio, Kia Soul, Tesla Model S, Toyota Corolla, and rounding out the top 10 for price increases is the Toyota Prius. Now, also something else that's throwing a bit of fuel on the fire as far as the shortage is now we're seeing a shortage of wiring harnesses caused by the conflict over in Europe. And that's causing shortages on some of the European model vehicles. Now, with gas here in California at over $6 a gallon and also very high throughout the rest of the country, it's interesting now that the cars we're seeing with the biggest price increases are smaller cars, electric vehicles. Instead of, it typically was SUVs and trucks up until here just in the past year now, where we've seen these gas prices, fuel prices, and oil prices just take off to nosebleed levels. Now, also the chip shortage is still happening. We have seen some of the restrictions that were put on with the virus. We have seen some of those starting to loosen, but manufacturing is still way behind what we saw pre-pandemic. In fact, Volvo cuts their 2022 sales volume forecast because of this chip shortage. Now, another sign of maybe some hope on the horizon as far as prices coming down, global shipping rates are coming down slightly. So let's take a look at the stats here from Shanghai to Los Angeles. And we're seeing it's currently at 10,154. Now at the highest, and this is the dark green that we need to look at here, at the highest in 2021, this was over $12,200. And this is the composite container index. So the cost there for a container has come down by over $2,000. So hopefully we'll see these prices continue to come down and hopefully restrictions ease and no more events like we are seeing with the conflict, and no more viruses, no more lockdowns, no more shutdowns. We'll have to see how it goes. But please let me know down in the comments, is this hope on the horizon, or is it like some of the experts are out there saying it's going to be until at least 2023 before we start seeing any real relief in these automobile prices, and before we start seeing inventory of cars and trucks begin to get back to normal levels? Please let me know. And if you're looking for a car, what are you going to do? Are you going to wait it out, or are you going to go buy now because you think prices are just going to go higher? Please let me know down in the comments, especially if you're out there shopping for a vehicle. Thanks everybody for being here. Bye for now. Peace.